about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires. Shut up!
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend, now he's coming for me.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
You bastards. Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Well, I'll tell you. Nobody handles garbage better than we do.
Hey there, everyone. It's Nate with Give Me Back My Horror Movies. I need everyone to pump it up to this morning as you're listening to Give Me Back My Horror Movies. And Nate Sparkles, your ever-loving host. And with me, as always, is Charlie. Pump it up, Charlie. No. Stop. No.
I'm
That's
eating my shrimp.
our-
I
no.
got shrimp for breakfast.
You are... All right, we're moving on. Say hello, Pete. Hello.
My knees hurt.
No, but I
Can we
need a
take a
little bit
break?
more energy. Clap it. Come on, we gotta
Just a
pump it
little-
up.
Just a little break, please.
Nope, not at all.
It's my back hurts too.
No breaks in this old sweatshop.
Come on.
All right, then, Anna, take it away.
Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. What's up, guys?
It's too hard to be that energetic.
Yeah.
Who has time to be this positive?
I'm trying to be positive. It was a rough start this morning.
I think we've all had a rough morning. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
Anytime. You can thank my in-laws. That's
Oh, there we go. We'll blame the old.
the in-laws.
Yeah.
Holidays,
You were due to
in-laws.
come home for the holidays. Blah 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 blah.
That's exactly how they sound.
You want to spend
Yeah.
time with
It
you?
is.
Fine.
Yeah. I want to spend time with you with no alcohol in the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's about to get very 30 days of night
Just
up in your
was
house.
thinking Just thinking, Pete, no alcohol, 30 days of no.
It's
no
the
alcohol for
shining.
Pete.
He's gonna have the shinin.
The Shannon.
It's gonna be like Blood Beat. I gotta go visit who in the cabin where, and we're gonna dress a deer. And I can't believe I referenced Blood Beat. Oh damn.
My, have the tables have turned.
So, all right. Well, this is technically our first episode of 2025, even though we're still sitting in 2024 at the moment.
It's not even
But-
Christmas.
It's not even, but
It's
I don't
weird.
care.
2025. Here we are.
The chaos of recording, we have to do this early. So I
I
want to start
day
this.
early for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
No, 2 weeks early we
Okay.
record.
All right.
But yes, you're the reason we're recording on a Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I'm just behind the curtain fully.
I said
right
10.
The
You
man
guys
behind the
said
curtain.
9.
Yeah, because we're like, we want to get this over with.
now. Done.
That's fair.
Finish.
That's
Get our
fair.
day back.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on for the holidays. So before we jump into our pick for this month, or today, I guess month 2, I don't know if it's too damn early. We need to make an announcement that we promised earlier in the last episode. We have some big news. I'm guessing, if
Nate's
you listen to
pregnant.
this, he is.
Yes.
Why
I ran-
did you spoil it like that? That I have a little
Just-
Quato being born.
He just blurts it right out, doesn't he? No fanfare, no nothing, But I ran a secret poll, unbeknownst to Nate and Pete, and the audiences voted, and Anna is actually replacing both of you. That's what's happening right now.
That's actually pretty fair.
I told them, I was like, pick
right.
one, and they went, why not both? So I was like,
That's
So much for the office poll.
us and polls just don't work very well, I guess. People just don't listen. I think
Try to
Dustin
cheat the
voted.
system.
Dustin
we-
voted 10 times in that one. So
we haven't even had our Christmas
more.
party, so that's going to be real awkward in a few days.
Yeah.
No bonuses yet.
Yeesh.
But yes, the news is we are adding Anna as our fourth
Yay.
co-host.
Well,
She has-
technically fifth.
Well, no, I've decided she is trumping Troy. So
I
Troy
can
is
buy that Troy's
Oh.
the number 4. She just happens to be the 5th host that's always here.
Oh,
No, Troy's always here. He's just not talking in every episode.
Yeah, that's
aw.
But no, we are happy to add Anna to the ranks here at Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies. Yes, she has to sit through the action ones.
Don't mess this up, Anna.
I'm hardwired in. I'm sorry. We're good now. There was just a little glitch.
Don't mess this up.
I didn't even get a warning on that one. So yeah. and that stays in because these guys like to reference it and make it funny. So so we are adding Anna to the show, and it just so happens that her birthday month is also in January with me. And due to contract negotiations, I was only able to get her 1 episode this month because it's also our anniversary month. And Nate and I have discussed it. And next year when this happens, Pete's just going to lose 1 February pick.
Wait,
and,
what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
Hell no.
That's how it's going to work out.
No.
Well, birthdays, it was not like you have a birthday in February.
That's right. We talked to our lawyers. They said this is totally above bar.
I don't
Legal
think
and
so.
HR.
I'm going straight to HR with this.
That's fine.
You
Call
are
the hotline.
You're seriously going to take a movie away from me, you dicks.
Unless there's 5
Only 1
release days in January, which, maybe, I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead. But right now, I mean, do you want Anna to only get 1 pick every year?
That's not
yeah.
fair.
Wow, you're being so greedy, Pete. Classic
Right.
Scrooge McPete.
Scrooge McPete.
Nate gets all of October.
I get all of July.
And I get 3.
You get the shortest month of the year, finally.
Damn it! Seems to make
It's
sense
against me.
I can't help it that you two share a birthday month, and now we add a host, and we share a birthday month. I can't help that.
Yeah, what are the odds of that?
There's 12
I know, right?
months in a
Crazy.
year. Can't make this stuff up. But anyway, so today's episode is Anna's birthday pick.
Yay!
Technically, even though we all agreed that this was the episode we were going to do, and I was like, hey, Anna likes this movie. Let's make it her birthday
It works.
Yeah, you
It
made
works,
it
and
her birthday pick.
I like how Charlie made it Anna's birthday pick.
Hey, it works though
some-
because
somebody's-
I'm ready to talk about it, and it's a great way to
somebody's gotta
celebrate
drive.
it.
That's it. And so,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sure everybody's seen it. We are covering The Substance, another movie that just came out last year and kind of took the horror community by storm. Whether you liked it or hated it, this thing was pretty impactful, and people are still talking about it. So we figured, why not? It's our turn. So let's hit the trailer, and then we'll jump right into this.
People always ask for something new. It's inevitable. At 50, well, it stops.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect. One single injection unlocks your DNA and will release another version of yourself. This is The Substance.
I'm Sue.
You're hired.
Let's go.
A perfect balance of 7 days each. The one and only thing not to forget. You are one. You can't escape from yourself.
There's been a slight misuse of the substance.
This balance is not working.
Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Would you like to stop? Like to stop?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. You have to
Control yourself!
People are gonna love that.
It's a good trailer.
That was a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great one. So, yes, 2024's The Substance with Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley. Is that how we say her last name?
No clue.
Margaret
I
Qualley.
don't. Honestly, first time I've seen her. I had no knowledge of who that was. Then I found out who her mom was, which was Andy McDowell, and I was like,
That's right.
Really?
Who briefly dated Dennis Quaid back in the 80s,
she?
which is funny, yeah.
Yeah.
And something Demi Moore, I think, also dated him.
Did she?
At some point,
Huh.
yeah. There was some trivia about, there was a lot of, like, because Demi and Quaid were part of the Rat Pack and stuff like that. More so Demi than Quaid, but he was still active back then, yeah. And so was Andy McDowell. So there was a lot of little tie-ins between cast members,
Andy
which I thought
McDowell's
was
in the
cool.
Rat Pack?
I thought so. That's what
she was definitely popular during what the Brat Pack and the St. Elmo's fires and
it was the same age.
But she wasn't in.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
Fire was.
No, they weren't.
Not the
No.
Rat Pack.
There was. It's kind of a blanket term for like people that were popular when they were like in their 20s and the 80s. Is
Right.
that that generation of actors and actresses. Well, most people when you say Brat Pack go Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire. Those two movies are the Brat Pack, and then all those John Landis movies with Molly Ringwald in it.
Yeah.
They all fell.
Oh, the John Hughes.
I'm sorry. What? Who did I say? John Hughes. I'm
Landis.
sorry. Oops.
And then you said Josh Hughes.
And Landis was making movies back then. Ed Marino was in half of them. So, he was a staple. I mean, he was a heartthrob. I mean, I remember my sister had Ed Marino posters all over her room.
Well, I believe all sisters
laying
did
down
back
on
in
a
the day.
tiger carpet and chest hair.
No, Demi Moore did work with Andy McDowell in St. Elmo's Fire.
I don't remember her in St. Elmo's Fire. Okay.
I don't even know who this person
I
is.
thought I read that.
Andy McDowell.
I know.
You know her if you saw her, yeah.
Hudson Hawk, her greatest role ever in Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk, Groundhog Day.
She was in Groundhog Day.
Isn't she the wife in Multiplicity with Michael Keaton?
Yes, she is. That just started playing on Prime the other night after something I watched. Funny.
Hey,
you said
Steve.
that.
I'm great.
She was in a Western with a bunch of other actresses.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, guess what?
Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, she's not in this movie. So
Right.
Let's talk about The Substance.
Margaret Qualley's first movie was that Maid movie that was on Netflix, where she was this. I didn't watch it, but it blew her up. She played this maid who was really poor and living in her car and trying to raise her daughter as a single parent. But it was based on a true story too. And then she was in Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's what I know her from.
She was the hitchhiker, Thumb and Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't count that as like a major. Like I would recognize her from that. But
Right.
I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Now we do that. We know who she is.
You get a part in a Tarantino movie,
Is she-
especially one like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Mikey Madison was in that too, and Sydney Sweeney.
With Driveway Dolls as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. One of the Coen brothers.
Yeah, she's
only
mesmerizing. She has. I mean, Andy McDowell's a beautiful woman,
Mhm.
and boy, I didn't think you could make too much of an improvement on Andy.
Andy
but
McDowell. Yeah.
wow, this gal has got a Hollywood look to her.
Yeah, she's
She is,
beautiful.
the genetics are strong with this one.
Strong
Yeah,
with
very, very much so. And man, we got to talk about Demi Moore because I was just blown away by her in this. Like when I left, I even on my review I posted, I was like, for those of y'all who are still wondering, Demi Moore is still that girl. Like she's still got it.
Got it all, head to toe.
Head to toe.
I don't even know the last thing I watched Demi
She's
Moore
such a
in.
good. Not only is she beautiful, without a doubt, but she's
Yeah.
so damn good at acting.
She is.
I don't think she maybe got the maybe she did, and I just haven't been following it. But the accolades of her talents are unmistakable. It's
the last thing I honestly watched with her in it was Beavis and Butthead Do America. Like I'm literally looking at everything. I'm like, nope, I have not seen any.
I didn't even know
movies.
she was in that. Well, she kind of like stopped acting there for a while because remember she was married to Ashton Kutcher for a long time, and then I think she was just being mom and raising her kids.
Yeah, she had
stuff like
she had money. She was doing the good mom thing for a long time. I think the last thing I saw her in was G.I. Jane. God, that was a long time ago.
Man, that was and I think too
that
she
came out the year after Beavis and Butthead.
I think her reputation kind of got shit on a little bit too after Striptease. Is that the name of the movie she was in?
Yeah, that was a rough one.
It was really like it's not looked at. Movies like that weren't looked at the way they are now, because Honora, I just watched it. That could definitely be considered probably even raunchier than Striptease. And it's like everybody's saying it's going to win Best Picture, which it's great, but I don't know,
what
just back then it's called Honora.
All right. She shared it in the Slack. I'm pretty sure you asked the same question.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Was there boobies? I said tons.
That's all Pete cares about. But so, yeah, even though this makes no sense to do it this way, but there's something important Anna and I need to talk about with Pete in this segment. And we're going to talk about first time we saw this movie. Nate, we're going to start with you. When did you first see The Substance?
What was it, like the second weekend it was out? Maybe the third.
Nice. You got it in theater then?
Yeah, I went and saw it in theaters. Just from word of mouth of how many people were saying online, like, I can't believe this got a wide release. I never saw the trailer. The posters didn't really like spoil anything. So I was like, all I knew was, hey, this is body horror in the style of Cronenberg. So why not just go see it in theaters? And was like speechless on the whole car ride home. Just did not really know. Was amazed
you for days. I remember you posting in the chat like you had to think about this for a while.
So like for 2024, it was like, well, this and Long Legs were by far leaps and bounds the best movies of the year. So this one really just made an impact on me, like completely. And then the moment it became available on digital on Halloween, instantly bought it. Didn't even bother renting it. It was just like, I'll buy a digital copy and then whatever it does,
keeper.
Physical. Yeah. Because even though I've only seen this a couple times already, like it's like I pretty much know this movie front to back at this point.
Right. Anna, what about you?
I got to see it in theaters, which is shocking because listeners, I'm sure you know by now, I live in the Bible Belt. So the fact that we got this opening weekend was surprising enough as it is. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to go see it because if this is happening, then it'll be gone by the next weekend. It'll probably just stay a week.
Somebody will get their pennies in a bunch. And
yeah,
you take that out of my theater.
But something really interesting happened that has never happened with any other movie I've seen. And like we were all kind of sitting there at the end in stunned silence at what we just watched. And I'd never looked around during the movie. I was just so into it. But when the lights came up, it was all women in the movie theater. There was 0 men in there, which I don't know. For the Bible Belt, I thought that was pretty cool. Very impressive. And women of varying ages too. Like they weren't just young or any, So I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, man, this was a theater experience. It was awesome.
Nice. Well, I totally missed this in the theater. For some reason, I did see the trailer. Maybe at least it was the teaser, and went, nope, not for me. Then I had to listen to Nate go on and on and on about this. Then other people I knew started talking about it and going on and on and on. And finally just went, you know what, screw it. It was one evening not too long ago that Jackie and I were looking for something to watch. And I was like, everyone keeps talking about this movie, The Substance. It's supposed to be semi-horror. Let's watch it. I couldn't peel my eyes away from the television. I was into it. I did not know it was a body horror movie. I did not know there was any, R.I.P. Cronenberg in this movie. Nothing. I went in as almost as blind as one could.
What a treat.
Because the teaser gives nothing away.
I know, yeah.
All. Honestly, even the trailer
I was saying
gives
that's
nothing
the
away.
first time I've heard that trailer though, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, damn, that's a good trailer.
I was like, I never watched that trailer, so
even like the visuals doesn't give anything away. Period. Like you're in for a ride, and Jackie and I watched this, and we weren't talking, we weren't picking up our phones. We were just engrossed. We had all the lights off, so the brightness of everything just going insane. And yeah, I kind of got what Nate was like. I got done and I was speechless. Like we didn't even know what to say when we got done watching it. And then now Pete's experience with this
memorable.
Yeah,
very
memories.
Very memorable.
That was a wild weekend for movie watching.
Man,
it was. Pete had an experience. So while normally I'd let Pete tell the story, it's more fun if I do it this way. Because Pete messages us in the Slack and he goes, guys, I just finished watching this amazing movie. Or you were starting it. I was just starting this movie called Society. And I went, oh, you are in for a ride, sir.
And
you've never seen that? What?
I've been preaching this one for a while to you guys. I know I've brought it up.
I know you have. And that's why I thought, I need to watch this. And I finally bit the bullet. And
finally,
I got it from the library.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen that, everybody needs to watch Society.
Wild.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
He's going on and on about this as he does when he watches movies and excited, and he messages us the whole time. And I love reading them. And he gets done and he's quiet for about, 30, 40 minutes. And he's just like, man, it's so good, so good. He gets on Facebook and messages it. Then he messages us again and goes, all right, I need something else. What do I follow up after a movie so utterly fantastic and just jaw-dropping? And I went,
I'm riding this wave. I got to keep riding this wave, man.
I said, sir, do I have the movie for you?
Yeah.
And I immediately said The Substance. And Pete goes, Then Anna jumps in and goes, Charlie's right.
Pete,
Substance.
please. I was in, so I even text y'all in the Slack when I was in the movie theater. I was like 30 minutes in. I said, yep, this is a Pete movie. Pete, you've got to watch this.
Yeah. For what felt like eternity, but was probably 45 minutes, was Pete going, and me and Anna going, watch Substance. I said, if you never listen to me about anything else ever again, listen to me for this. Poor Nate, I think, is only popping in once in a while going, what's happening?
I tagged him. I said, Nate, get your ass in here. Help us out.
Nate goes, I've never seen Society. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I'm trying to get through Pete because I had this conversation with my buddy J-Man. He watched Substance and he messages me and he goes, dude, this is a great movie. And you know what would be perfect is if you watch Society, if you've ever seen it. I said, dude, I've seen it. I said, it's a perfect double feature. I wish it would. I had done that. Pete unknowingly set himself up for the greatest double feature ever. And right now, if you're listening and you don't give a shit about spoilers and you're like, well, I've never seen either, go watch Society.
Yes.
Go watch The Substance right after. You will have the greatest double feature experience that anyone could have. So Pete, while we set the bar, tell us about your first experience with The Substance.
Well, yeah, I was still riding that wave of Society, and that movie is just wonderfully bonkers. Tonally, The Substance is very different, but the body horror is equal. It's not. So Society's over the top, and
the vibe,
the
vibe,
but the vibe was there. And I was watching The Substance for the second time through my fingers. There were a couple of scenes where I'm like, I can't watch this. The drumstick scene in particular. That one, I don't know. I don't know what it is about that one, but it got me both times, like hard. It got me hard both times. Hold on.
Scene.
It impacted me.
No, it did both.
Let me clarify myself.
It did both.
You loved it.
So as people described The Substance to me before I saw it, I immediately went back to a couple of old classics. One of them being Roger Corman's The Wasp Woman.
Yep.
And then there's another one. It's not Roger Corman, but it's called The Leech Woman. And they both deal with fountain of youths for women, aging women looking to regain their youth and their beauty, or retain their current youth and beauty, because they get shoved aside in a patriarchal society, especially in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So the Wasp Woman and Leech Woman are nothing like The Substance, but they have a similar subject matter, and they're both wildly bonkers, very silly B movies from the 60s. So I recommend both of them. Mystery Science Theater did The Leech Woman once. It's a very funny episode. I don't know if they've ever done The Wasp Woman, but they're both in the public domain, so they're very easy to find on YouTube or archive.org. The Substance, I don't know if I did a lot of messaging during the movie like I normally do.
At the start, you did. You were
Yes.
pretty in the commentary, probably about the first hour and a half, I'd say. But then
Okay.
once shit kicked in, you got a little less. You got quieter.
Well, he got quiet, and then Slack for some reason tells us all to go to bed and quits
Like
giving
10
us
o'clock, yeah.
notifications.
Yeah.
So because there for a while I went, wow, Pete's really fucking quiet, and I went and there was Pete commenting by himself. And I was like, God damn it, Slack.
I'm just talking to myself.
And that's totally normal around here, Pete talking to himself.
But I did watch The Wasp Woman when Pete recommended it, because when he saw the Substance, like the synopsis, he was like, oh, it sounds like The Wasp Woman. And so it is. It's on YouTube. If anybody's interested, I watched it. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. And I said, too, after watching The Substance, I would like The Wasp Woman and The Substance as another double feature, because I kind of look at The Wasp Woman as like, this is where The Substance started. I know you said we don't need an origin story, which we don't, but like, it's fun to think of it, because this company in The Wasp Woman was run by a woman, and it was a woman's idea. So it kind of seemed fitting for that to come through in The Substance, and it be a woman's idea to try to help herself
Other
stay
women.
beautiful longer, you know.
And then the best part is this movie had nothing to do with either of those that Pete kept going on and on about for months on end before.
I need to watch The Leech
seeing it.
Woman now.
When in reality, the movie is actually based on another French movie called The Rejuvenator, which I haven't seen yet.
I started
but the
at that
cover
one.
of
it's
it looks
French. It's gonna be
exactly-
crackers.
It's from like the 80s, I believe, or early 90s.
Oh, I got to see this.
Yeah, it's on
The
archive.
The French do not give a fuck. They will mess you up.
Which
And
explains
speaking of
this
the
movie. 'cause
exactly,
the director
speaking of
is
the French, yeah, Coralie Farge, she's a French director. Did y'all see Revenge?
I did. I don't really remember much of it. I remember like thinking it was just okay.
It's a rape revenge movie, so there is sexual assault in it. It's pretty rough, but man, the payoff in the end is fucking fantastic. So if you can get through that little bit of a trigger
that's
warning,
what I remember is thinking
it's a
like,
damn good movie.
I wasn't happy with the payoff, if I remember correctly.
Shit, I was
I was like,
sucked in.
I wanted all of them to just.
It was
die
very
way
action
grislier
packed
deaths.
too. It was very action packed too, more so than this. This is more of a drama body horror. This was like a revenge thriller.
Which is
Anna
what
keeps throwing
shocks
out
me.
keywords for me to get perked up. She's like,
I think
I went, really?
I definitely think you and Jackie would like it. It's a winner.
Well, this was like this is her second movie, and like when I saw it was from the director of Revenge, I went, okay, like we'll see about this. And then as the word of mouth came around, I was like, okay, like we'll give it a try. I was like, I just remember thinking Revenge was all right, like nothing crazy about it, because that was one of the first Shudder exclusive movies. And just like with Netflix, when you get these exclusive movies, you kind of watch it and go, okay,
That was okay. Yeah.
like I
You
get
never
why
go
that's
back to 'em,
streaming.
yeah.
Like it's it's a needle in a haystack to find one where it's like actually really good, because every single one of them just have like a Netflix look to them, or you have like the other straight to streaming movies that look like they were just filmed in the Midwest Ohio, where it's just like, why do made for streaming movies have this like shittier look than like direct to videotape movies from the 90s? Because I don't understand it.
They're not made with love, sir.
Yeah,
That's
like
why.
there's just something
they're
about
made
it.
to like pump them out.
It's because I just keep seeing everyone talk about Crack Coon, and I'm just like, nope, never.
I didn't even know this was a thing. Crack
Life or Day. It looks like it was filmed in Ohio, and I mean that as an insult.
That is not a good thing.
Yeah.
As two Ohioans in the show, they can concur. It looks like Ohio.
If your movie looks like
parts
it was
of Ohio,
filmed in
but-
Ohio, and there's certain Ohio film techniques that Ohio filmmakers use that is basically, oh, just point the camera.
Mhm.
Harsh.
Stand right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a potato. Act like one.
Jeez, what the
Mubi is the one who ended up distributing this, and kudos to them. I've seen a lot of their like sponsored ads on Facebook, and Universal was attached to this first, and they wanted the ending changed.
Yep.
And Coralie Farge said, "Fuck no." So then they kind of tossed it to the side, and that's when Mubi bought it. And yeah, just the fact that they gave it that big of a release and we got it in little old Tennessee is surprising enough. But yeah, what do you guys think about Mubi kind of getting into it? We're hearing that name a little bit more. It's kind of getting up there.
This
like
is
with
literally
Neon.
all I know with Mubi.
Yeah,
And
me
for
too.
that, I do not care about anything else. I looked at their
That's
website
fair.
and went, this all looks like bullshit arty stuff that I'd have no desire to ever watch.
That one, yeah, I like stuff
I
like
was like,
that though.
I'll stick to Tubi.
Tubi?
There's only one
Tubi.
Ubi in my life.
Yeah.
And it's Tubi.
It's Tubi. Yeah,
Your
Tubi's giving us so
Mubi.
much.
What you try to do? Get your alphabet in first before Tubi? That's all?
Yeah.
Go in alphabetical
another-
order, so Mubi will be first.
Another goddamn streaming site? I'm going to throw
This-
hands at this point.
When I read that Universal was supposed to have this, and then I read that they didn't have any faith in it, so they sold it off. I was like, that's kind of a big fuck you. Like, Mubi didn't pay a whole lot to get this movie at all. And now I want to know, I want to be in the room when the executives at Universal now find out that it is up for how many different awards right
Yeah,
now?
it's like
We
5
haven't
Golden
even
Globes right now.
We haven't even
Even
got
got
an
to Oscar
Oscar
season.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. But there's
It's a big
Golden
fuck you
Globes
back to
being talked
Universal.
around. It has been the movie to be talked about, the buzzworthiness of it, and to have blown off like it did go to theaters, but this one needed a true theater release, like widespread.
Well, it had a wide release. It just didn't have a marketing budget. It's just word
Right.
of mouth. Where like
Yeah.
Universal would have gave it that marketing budget. What's funny is I had a buddy and his girlfriend go and see it because I was like at my urgency. I was like, go see it, like go see it. And he texted me, he's like, loved everything about it except the ending. He's like, they absolutely lost me with the ending.
No.
I was like, you're the first person I've heard say that. Like, I thought
Oh,
the ending was
interesting.
brilliant. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I hated it. He compared it
Wow.
to Trauma and just is like, it took
Well,
a cheap
okay,
shot
but
at the end.
Yeah.
It was the desperation at the very end. She was desperate.
That's
and
what
she
I
made
thought. I
a
took it
terrible
as such
mistake,
a.
and it created
Yeah.
this monstrosity. That ending was great.
That's what I
was.
thought.
Yeah,
It was
That's how it should
necessary
have
too,
ended.
because she was also wanting them to love her for who she truly was.
right.
And she
so,
truly was a monster, and that's what she wanted all along. And
yeah, that's how I took it. Is
Yeah.
her true form came out at the end, and she is an ugly person inside, but she still wanted people to love her. And
mhm.
See, I
that's the
took it as
reaction
her
people
like
have.
saying like "fuck you" at the very end when she's just covering everyone with blood.
well,
like,
that's the fuck you,
fuck
Mark.
the
But
society that has like put this pressure on everyone. That's
The-
what
the
I
This
looked
is what
at it.
you've done to
transformation,
us.
yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of thing.
So this is
Yeah.
what you get.
So there's another movie that there's another reference, more of a book than anything that I picked up on before I ever even read the trivia, and it's been depicted in a handful of movies, but this was very Dorian Gray to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if those that may not know, Dorian Gray was a person that I forget if it was like a spell or an enchantment, but anyway, he had the Fountain of Youth through a painting of him. His painting would age, yet he would stay the same. If you ever seen League of Extraordinary
I was going
Gentlemen,
to say now,
Uh-huh.
Charlie, if you would let me interject with the
I know
2003 classic
There you
film
go.
with Sean Connery, The League of
Classic.
Extraordinary Gentlemen, where
Really?
Dorian Gray is an action hero.
he
with
is.
Tom Sawyer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Tom Sawyer.
We need to cover that movie. I'm
We
tired.
do.
Alan Moore
Talking about
rightfully
it.
hates that movie.
Dr. Jekyll was a hero, much like, the Monsoon or whatever her name is, and this
the
was a hero.
Lady Vampire, I forget what her name was in that. But anyway,
that was Harker. That was Mina Harker.
Yeah. So Dorian Gray, the story of that is, the picture would age, and it eventually got to the point where it was turning into a monster, which was the true form of Dorian. And this movie literally has a giant picture of Demi Moore in the apartment, and it gets damaged multiple times in this. And then Margaret hides it away in the secret room, which is what Dorian did. Dorian would cover it, and then he hid it away from the public eye.
Interesting.
So I'm watching, and I was like, that's how I really got into this movie. And this is not what normally I would say is a Charlie movie.
I know.
I really got sucked into this. And
I think we were all a little shocked to hear you liked it as much as you did. Did Jackie like it too?
Yeah. Oh, Jackie loved it.
Oh, hell yeah. Very nice.
And this is we haven't talked about it yet, maybe a little bit, but there's a lot of nudity in this movie.
A ton.
A lot.
Some of it's fake.
Yeah.
Some of it is.
Margaret Qualley's is fake, except for that.
Yeah, because she was
in this movie so much.
She was a ballerina dancer before she became a movie star. So yeah, everything else is all her. She acted totally nude, just like Demi Moore did, but she does have prosthetic breasts because she's flat chested.
Were those CG'd in, or was it an actual?
It was
harness?
an actual prosthetic.
She was a
prosthetic.
That's why it looks so good.
It's seamless.
Look, okay. So this is a Pete movie. You said yes. There is a incredible amount of nudity in it. My take on the nudity, though, is it's almost embarrassing as a viewer to be seeing these women in a very private moment, and I don't mean private like they're having sex. They're in front of a mirror, looking at themselves with nobody else around, and it's almost uncomfortable seeing that because they're checking themselves out. We didn't get any gag reels like we did in Death Becomes Her, where the butt lifts and the boobs grow. We didn't get anything like that,
which is played for a gaff. But this one, like you said, normally we're used to a flash of boobs because that's what they're trying to get you to do.
Boobs.
It's titillating.
Yes, this was not titillating.
Yeah, Pete, you even said that in the Slack. You were like, I don't need to watch this. This is private.
Because I genuinely feel that way. You're alone in your bathroom in front of the mirror looking for pimples.
You're judging yourself, and now you've got people watching, judging you too.
Grooming. Yeah, this is all very private stuff, and I felt very uncomfortable watching that. That said, Demi Moore, a banger. God, you still got it at 59.
I think she's 60. Yeah, she's 60 now, I think, just turned. But yeah, and she's playing someone who just turned 50. So, I mean, good for her.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Jackie's knee-jerk reaction obviously was, of course, nudity. After, the first few times, she never brought it up again. And I think it finally was like, this isn't, oh, look, boobies. This was personal. And this was empowering a little bit.
It's not gratuitous, and then it's followed by, once it starts, the body horror, because not seeing the trailer, not really knowing what we're going to get ourselves into, just kind of knew we had an older and younger version, and my first impressions was, well, maybe they're both walking around at the same time. We'll see.
Me too, yeah.
And
I
then
took
to
it
see...
as...
When we get into the transformation scene, and you see
multiple
eyeballs and this and that starts to split, and then the back splitting, and just a birthing scene happening from the spine.
I straight up, I thought it was going to be
clutching onto that theater seat, just going like, oh my
sinking
God.
back. Oh man.
Going into this as blind as I did, when I kind of started understanding, a younger version of, but You Are One, I thought Demi was going to transform into Margaret Qualley.
That's what I saw the movie.
That was my first,
which was I was also thinking about Death Becomes Her, your body becomes younger.
Right. And then after
a gag reel or something.
After that 7 days, she reverts back to her. So she's still living her life, but she has to pretend she's someone else. for them to take this to the level they did, the extreme of, no, there are two beings that are one, and you find out as the movie goes,
are
one.
Mm-hmm.
That is brilliant in my mind. That
Well,
when I got sucked into that part, and yes, the body horror, my God, the effects, the
they're incredible.
practical fucking effects, people. There are some things you cannot do with CG.
Correct.
You cannot. Now you can use CG to help, but to
Right.
have practical silicone bodies and true appliances on people, needs to be practical. And this
I
movie
think we're
nails it.
moving towards that. Like, I think Star Wars did a lot of help because those last three, that last trilogy, they used so much practical effects because of the backlash they got from the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
They just spit polished the things that they really couldn't do, like sometimes hair and things like that. But everything, even the TV shows are mostly practical with a little bit of spit polish. I'm very happy because for a while there, I thought, oh God, we're just going to get Avatar after Avatar after Avatar.
I thought practical was going to die. I really did.
And I think it's just helping.
There needs to be a marriage.
You have to act against something. And
Yes.
you can't just act against a green screen and a tennis ball. And I know that's a trope. That's a joke that's going around. But I think it's finally gotten through a lot of directors' heads and producers where, we can do this practically because it's so much better.
And it's worth spending the extra money on that kind of stuff because more people are going to come see it just for the fact that it's practical. There's people who won't even see stuff like that if it's CG. They're like, it's just not even worth it.
That's
they
me.
want to
like,
experience
I didn't see
it.
the last Avatar because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's just too much.
No.
And Demi Moore said too, I found this interesting. I just watched Ghost this year for the first time, which I loved.
Really?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Man, I know. I loved it.
The
I loved it. Swayze. But she said she felt the same way about the substance as she did Ghost when she read the script. She said this is either going to be amazing or it's going to be a disaster. And it was that moment of it could go either way. That's what made her take the role and say, all right, I'm going to do it.
I would love to read this script and try to imagine what the director wants to do, because the director was the writer also, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So boy, the words on the page cannot translate to a picture in your brain versus what the director has in mind to do on screen.
Yeah.
And this is not a dialogue heavy movie either.
I was thinking that yesterday
it's got
too.
a lot of just visual storytelling where you're just kind of like along for the ride.
Things are wrote down, like when she gets the note dropped into her about the substance with the phone number. And, the guy, the nurse that we find out is the younger version of another person that has gone through it. He's whispering to her, it's a lot of quiet and hushed. And she, gets on the phone call and it's very to the point. The phone call is, what do you want?
Oh, see, and that's where I would mess up because I'd be like, can you repeat that real quick?
Yeah,
because I wasn't fully paying attention. And then he's going to hang up.
She wrote down the address on her hand. She damn near blew it because then she went to bed and it was mostly rubbed off by morning.
That's the other thing too. Like by the time I get there, if I would have saw like nothing, I'm like, oh, well, there's nothing here, and I would have just left. So the chance of the substance actually working for me because of my desire to actually try, very little.
Or for you to follow directions and then
I was going to say,
an alleyway.
That at the moment that there was directions, we're like, ah, shit. And I'd be so focused on a pen and paper that I didn't pay attention to what he was saying that it's done for.
You're right, Charlie. It's very quiet, especially in the beginning. You've got that very loud workout scene because that's what Demi is doing. And one thing, real quick, Demi Moore having a workout program and getting canned because of her age is complete bullshit, because there are hundreds of Gen Xers out there that'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm watching a 50-year-old woman kick ass.
Right.
We're all gonna follow her because she knows my body at 50. She knows what needs to be done and what can be done so that I can get back into shape. There is absolutely
but Mr.
an
Quaid
audience
is
for that.
dirty. He's a dirty
so-
man.
well, I love how
He's
foul that
so
man is.
gross.
He did so great.
Whoa.
He did, and we were just talking about the Quaid brothers too. We were like, "Is this the one we like?" And like, yeah, he's the good one. And but Ray Liotta, I do too. Ray Liotta was scheduled to be.
I don't know if it would have worked with Ray Liotta. I don't know.
Oh, I think he could have done it. I think
he could have too, but I feel like he would have been more menacing. I think Quaid brings enough of that camp that makes it, makes it laughable. You know, Ray Liotta's a gangster.
The screen, if you know what I mean.
Just watched Goodfellas again for last night, 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah,
and just
funny enough.
Rewatching Goodfellas, it's like I don't know if Ray Liotta would have been the right choice or
but
not.
He knocked it out of the park with Cocaine Bear.
Yes,
true.
I love that movie.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
But Pete, back to what you were saying. Watching this though, like as a Gen Xer, I was just thinking of like Jane Fonda, Christy Brinkley,
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers. And I think what they're getting at is she had a prime slot time as far as television, and all those other ones that we grew up with all turned into either straight to VHS or DVD or late night, television infomercial style. And I think that's where it was going. Okay. Honestly, there is no young workout television shows anymore. I mean, I did at all. I chuckled at that going, I don't think this is a thing anywhere at all.
After
right now.
Billy Blanks took over Tybo, then it's been nothing else since.
Yeah.
Billy
Blanks is the peak.
Yeah, he's the peak.
Well, what about Brooke Burke? Wasn't she something for a long time in the 90s?
See, you guys are saying these names, and I don't care about any of these people because of me being the younger person. So it's the same thing.
No, Anna's younger now. You're no longer the baby.
You're right.
The baby now.
Yep.
Am I younger than you, Nate?
I might be. I think so.
Oh, okay.
1 year.
1 year.
Oh, okay.
So, 88.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The names that Charlie's naming off, it's like, I don't care about these people. I don't care about their accolades of what they did. I don't care about your little acting trophies that you get. And it's the same thing that the way they treat Elizabeth in this, where it's like, oh, she had a acting trophy that she won for some movie, and then slowly over time, she had lost that stardom, and now she's doing this aerobics.
That's exactly what they're doing. You fell into the exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Quit giving a shit because, and that's where Sue makes that comment like, I didn't grow up with her. She's not really my generation.
She was my mom's,
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know, fellas, if you guys noticed anything about that bathroom scene, because we get Quaid, or Harvey, which funny enough, I think she had to have named him Harvey for a reason. Perverted guy in charge. When he comes into the bathroom, Elizabeth is in the stall because the women's is out of order. So she goes in the men's and overhears him talking shit about her, saying she just turned 50. That's when it stops. We got to get her out of here. Did you guys notice anything about that scene?
No,
it just looked like The Shining to me. Like it looked like
that. Yes, a lot of Shining references for sure.
Yeah, that's the hallway is The Shining. Is what I took.
Oh yeah,
and the bathroom. The bathroom's a little kind of similar vibes.
Okay, but what were we supposed?
Where are you headed?
So Harvey's on the phone complaining about this woman's age and saying she's all dried up, she's not hot anymore. His pee is not in a constant stream. It's stopping and starting. He's an older guy.
Yeah.
He's an older guy. So I think it's funny that he's on the phone bitching about this older lady and saying she's got to get out of here. But he's still in charge and he can't. Yeah. Might need to get your prostate checked out, Harvey. Yeah.
That's a harsh reality. This at the core, this movie is so very sad.
It really is.
Sad or heartbreaking?
No, it's
both.
Heartbreaking. The scene
really
where she's supposed to go out on that date with the
Fred.
weird guy from her high school.
Don't you say weird. There is only one victim in this movie, and it is Fred, God damn it.
You're right.
I am Team Fred. 1,000%.
But he messed up a weird vibe. He messed up by saying you haven't changed a bit. I think that's where he messed up.
But to him, she
I
looked the
know.
same because he's in adoration. He is obviously going to be, tongue-tied. He's going to be starstruck. And knowing you went to school with someone who that went that far
It's
and
the
that
wet
popular,
paper,
he was nervous.
Ugh.
He was just, and that's what they're trying to get across and this is that the nice guys always get shit on.
Yeah.
And you gotta
right.
you gotta pay attention to the nice guys. And the Fred trying to message her later when she's having that breakdown when she's getting ready, and he is being sincere, going, "Are you okay? Is there?" But he's also, I felt he's going through that rejection again.
Oh yeah,
and I'm
definitely.
like, fucking Fred is the true victim of the substance, and I will give me a shirt, Team Fred. That is what I'm going to put on.
As Pete said, where it's like Demi Moore is still very gorgeous, and then to see her have this complete nervous breakdown in one shot, one take, in front of the mirror, and she's just putting on more and more foundation, more and more lipstick, and then when she just
changing
starts to
clothes,
smear it all off, and the frustration in her eyes, it is just heartbreaking. It's hard to
tear-jerking.
watch.
I mean,
It is
I
powerful.
felt so awful because I can understand, like, she was a superstar at one time, clearly, and of course, one of the most beautiful women on the planet. And now she's looking at herself, going, "Oh, I see another wrinkle. Oh, I see another imperfection."
Trying to hide it, trying to do
I
this,
can't
trying
be
to
seen
do
by
that,
this guy who worships me anymore. I have to be perfect for him, even though it's almost a joke. Like he made the comment, like, don't you remember me? I was in your 10th grade homeroom class.
Yeah.
Nobody remembers who was in your 10th grade homeroom class
at all,
except the
He
guy
does.
that worships you.
I was going to say he does.
I know.
Team
He does.
Fred. Team Fred. Team
Team
Fred.
Fred.
Team Fred.
And this moment comes a little later on in the movie too, after her and Sue are kind of already swapping out, and she's digging through old purses, which she boxed up and it said "Old Junk Elizabeth," and I thought that was intentional, because if it was me, I would have wrote Elizabeth's old junk. Like that just makes more sense to write. So I think that's kind of a play on it too. Old junk Elizabeth, like that's what she is.
Yeah.
So she's pulling out these old purses that Sue has boxed up and stored, looking for Fred's number. And at that moment, she's seeing everything Sue's doing and all the accolades she's getting right off. And she's still looking for acceptance from someone else instead of accepting and loving herself for who she is. And unfortunately, that doesn't come until it's way too fucking late. But even Fred couldn't do that for her. That was something she was going to find
already
in herself.
This is the brilliance of this director, and I'm not going to mess up her name, but the visuals of Demi's apartment, this penthouse looking
it overlooks the
condo.
city.
It overlooks the city with a bit of a sea just off to the corner. But for the director, when Sue starts getting all these accolades, that there is a billboard
right
directly at the window, and Demi's character Elizabeth has to see Sue constantly. And it is the start. We could walk through this movie, and honestly, to do it justice, you almost kind of have to. And I know we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but there's just so many stark things I want to just make sure we at least touch on. And it is the fact that Demi cannot escape even what Sue is doing in the sanctity of her own home. But then you also have the exact same thing that Sue cannot accept get away from Demi's past, because she is living in what is Demi's home, and she is surrounded by it, which is why she hides the painting. But I do want to talk about one thing:
the amazing construction scene.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Do you become born and just have all this amazing knowledge?
Who built this apartment condo rise with that much wasted space hidden behind the wall?
That much dead space.
It was just dead. There was nothing. Like if it had been a boiler room or, a maintenance area where there's pipes and shit. No, she knocks down her bathroom wall to a perfect, 250 square foot room just there. And this
enough
girl
to lay a body to hide in the bathroom perfectly. That way, if you have guests,
and then Sue creates this perfect secret door.
Yeah,
that
she
no
can
one
tile.
it's a
She can-
Batman cave door.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's exactly what it is. I do not understand, even from the beginning of this, that Elizabeth is guilty of this and Sue is definitely guilty of this. They do not care about their carcasses when they switch their
when
bodies.
they're fucking like switching their like pulling their bodies and just the way the heads are going thud thud thud
Thud,
thud.
Yeah.
Like there is no respect for one another right
Dude,
out the
I
gate.
looked at Jackie and went, would you not at least put a blanket over your other self?
Yes.
Why are you
Pillow.
not putting yourself in the bed? What?
Yeah.
Just put them in the bed. Treat your body with some reverence. No, both of them. Thud, hook up the food, go about your business. And I know this is Pete, this is my ew in the movie, is that right there, because they just neither of them give a shit about the other, and it gets worse and worse and worse as the movie goes. But even the first couple times, I'm just going to leave it laying on the bathroom floor.
Yep, just leave it on the
There it was.
old
Like,
tiles.
you're stepping over it to get into the shower a couple days a week.
You're taking a shit. Your
there's
other
your dead
body
body.
is sitting over there. I couldn't get that out of my brain.
It's spine juice.
You
It's
drop
just,
a good stinky one. You're just like, hey, let my body stick that in.
And Elizabeth is going to wake up after 7 days, being 50. Her body's going to be stiff and sore.
It's
as
gonna
shit.
feel like
I
you
wake up
slept on
after
the
8
floor.
hours hurting and stuff.
in a bed.
Now, a week on the floor.
Oh, it is so
Yeah, I thought that
insane.
was odd too. And I was like, why not cover her up at least? Which she does eventually. But then after a while too, she just kind of stops caring and she just starts using her.
Oh,
Yeah.
when they start to like hate each other, especially like Sue, where she is just like, I'm going to take as much time in this body as I possibly can and just start sinking that needle into the spine juice and just pulling it and pulling out all of it. Oh my God.
I got back spasms every time she
every
stuck that
time.
needle.
Especially
in.
as it got
getting
going and it got infected.
It's pussing.
It squirted on her, didn't it? Once she stuck it in once, and she got some.
So
infection on her face.
this you're touching on something I also wanted to talk
Pimple
about.
popper
It might be
Instagram.
where I'm thinking of too.
That
Well, poppers,
I kept irritating the shit out of Jackie because I would not let this go. So she goes and gets this box, and it's almost like this hidden post office locker looking thing, and she gets a shipment. And she gets one for, I'm guessing it's like every 7 days or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot like Loot Crate, but with
It's
way
very much
worse
like-
gifts.
those companies that mail you your dinner and you're
Yeah.
supposed to heat your dinner every night. So she gets one of these all the time. She has to go pick it up. So it's very, here is step 1, and it gives you the thing. And here's step 2, and it gives you the thing. I'm going, was there an instructional video? Was there anything that she could watch? Because there's some things she's doing that I'm like, how did you know to do that?
There's some leaps of faith there.
Like, it doesn't tell you
No.
where to retrieve
That's
the liquid.
also where I would have screwed up because like there's no IKEA instructions.
No, there's not. There's no little stick figure drawing and an
with a
Allen wrench.
happy face.
And an Allen wrench?
And you're like, this is what I do. But I'm like, how do you know that you need the spinal fluid? Like, how do you know how to put, I've seen nurses struggle to put IV lines into people. Like, how do you know you're in the vein when you're trying to hook up like the sustenance, the food that needs to go in? I would fuck this up so damn bad. I'd be
Me
calling
too.
that number going, bro.
Bother you again, but I need some help.
Yeah, just keep calling it, and you can tell that guy's getting more and more annoyed.
More pissed.
I'd be like,
You
back in the day,
are
I used
one.
to get an AOL
you wanna sell
DVD
your
ROM to
We'll
tell
give
me
you
how
money
to do
for your
this.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we buy houses. Like, what scam are you guys running today? But it was like, how do you know what you are doing? And it kept doing it the whole movie, even to where she starts reusing the needles, and I'm like, this can't be good. This cannot be good. Something bad's gonna happen.
And I love when she calls customer service, and customer service is just like, you're one. There is no you and her. You're like, what are you not getting about this?
You fucked up. You did this. You can't go backwards. I was like that line. They're like, you cannot go backwards. I was like, oh,
what has been done to one side cannot be undone.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Seeing the very first time where Sue is getting a little selfish because she's about to get it on with Biker Boy. And that whole scene where she like takes the needle, injects herself, then goes right back. But you see her like freaking out, unzipping the back part of the jumpsuit, and her whole like spinal fluid like breaking out of the jumpsuit and birthing out.
So they take what should have been, and this goes back to what Pete was saying. They take back where we should be aroused by the nudity, and they disgust us with it. This should be the part where you're like, ooh, here we go, sexy time. And they spin it 180 on you, and you're just like, oh, God, no.
They do it to you again because the first time you see Sue's workout, it's hot, it's sexy. The way you get to see the whole pump up, the lights, it's bright, and I love daytime horror because it's so hard to pull off.
They're all very sweaty because they're working out.
And
I associated Sue to moist and Elizabeth to dry. Like those were two adjectives I felt fit.
Oh God. That was from Anna, not any of us. Okay, so ladies,
I wrote in my notes: Sue moist, Elizabeth dry.
We brought the female perspective specifically for this episode.
We thought we were doing good, but then it's the second time that you see her filming the workout, and she gets that big lump that just pops up out of her ass. Oh my God!
It's her, not her anus. Her like all of a sudden her butt cheek
just inflates.
Something pops under the skin.
And
everybody went, ah!
And then they're like, well, we gotta rewind that tape. Not only rewind that tape, put it on the biggest fucking screen in the room for everyone to look at. Then we're gonna take it frame by fucking frame to see if anyone else saw what we just saw.
And it was so, and I was waiting for when that happened. I was in this mindset of, it didn't actually happen where they saw it.
No, it was in her mind.
It was in her mind. But when they started going like frame, like we saw something, right? I'm like, wow, so this is all happening.
It keeps you on edge.
It does. And bravo to the way this movie was filmed. Like the super uncomfortable close-ups of everything about their bodies. There's even points when I was watching this, I went, why is this technique so familiar to me? Why is this movie, the way she's filming it, why does this resonate with me? And it hit me about 3/4 of the way through. And I went, there's parts of this, she's filming it just like 90s and 2000s commercials. Like Pepsi.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Coke, that up close, like I'm taking, there's a point where Sue is drinking a Coke or something. And the way they do it is like it was a commercial. And I went, I was like, it's that. It's
Cindy Crawford drinking a Coke.
Yes, Cindy Crawford. Yeah. That whole commercial thing from that. And I went, it's that consumerism. It's that this is what people want to see. And I was like, she's filming it, parts of this movie like that. And I was like, holy shit, I love this. I don't say this a lot when I watch a movie. I really sometimes don't even give a shit about director. I'm looking forward to what she does next now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
she
for sure.
Nailed this. She nailed it.
It's
and
almost
that's how
like Quentin Tarantino after Pulp Fiction, where it's like, "Fuck, what are you doing?
Right.
This
This
you
is
know,
kind of
like,
her. Yeah.
This is her Pulp Fiction.
This is
where
her
now it's
moment.
Nate, I
Good
want you to
luck.
keep going. This protrusion in the woman's butt.
It's her.
This is a scene I couldn't watch.
Really? Oh yeah, it
her
was
going,
so.
I need to go to my dressing room. She has to grab a robe because she wants to cover herself because she feels vulnerable. You know, at that point,
Mhm.
like that also brought, and I'm a dude. I can't speak on this. So, Anna, I want to ask you, female perspective. When I watched that, and I know, yeah, they're going for the body hoarder, I also went, is this how women react whenever they see that first little sign of cellulite that pops up in some place that where everyone's looking? And that is almost like a parallel to her embarrassment of, oh God, they see it, and she's very self-conscious about it.
Yeah, it's that moment of I'm not perfect. Something popped out and everybody saw it. And they're going to see how imperfect I truly am on the inside. And I want to cover up. Like it's that instinctive moment of I don't want anybody to see me or look at me. And I've got to get out of there. She's embarrassed.
So they do a good, like, we see it as a body horror, but it's also like, people that aren't comfortable with their own bodies, small imperfections are a body horror to them.
Definitely.
What I love too is then the movie decides to shift gears, and now she's in this state of paranoia, and Dennis Quaid has now canceled the show by the time she comes back around to the studio. And she's thinking
something wrong.
Dude, even I was sitting there going, the fuck?
Yeah.
What is Yeah, that's exactly like I'm like, she's still really good looking. She didn't really do anything wrong. And this is only like, I don't know, a couple of episodes in on her show, and they're going to cancel her. Like she builds it up really well for the tension for something we shouldn't give a shit about. Like, who gives a shit that the show got canceled? But we're so invested in her emotional roller coaster that we're like, oh fuck, what's going to happen? Oh shit. I was also waiting for the under the desk moment that I thought was going to happen in this movie, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
That if you want
really
to make it
that.
a little, I am too, but there's still that vibe. When you see him, you're waiting for that extra level of disgusting.
He even renames his assistant because she says her name. He's like, nah, you're not that. This is what we're going to call you now.
Her name was Isabella, which was 4 syllables, and he wanted to call her Cindy. He's like, that's too long.
Yeah.
That's too hard to say.
Yeah, too long. Cindy,
I
you're
could
now
not
Cindy.
work for people like
Dennis
that, dude.
Quaid
Just
is such
I
a
could not.
scumbag in this.
He's such a prick.
And even
but I love him.
Should always smile.
He is nailing it so good that, yes, I hate him, but I'm also like, God damn it, Dennis Quaid.
He's killing it.
Killing it.
Yeah. Killing it.
Just
He really did.
Out. Loved him in this.
But can we talk? Can we talk about some of the amazing shots and movies that inspired her in this? Because there's so many. We talked about Stanley Kubrick earlier, but there's also some David Lynch, like Lost Highway, like with the phone. She's on the phone with the substance. You've never seen Lost Highway? Oh
me
my
with
gosh.
David Lynch is like a 50-50 battle.
Oh, okay. That's fair. And also Videodrome. There's a lot of Cronenberg in this. Like when she's reaching in to get the chicken bone, that's a reference to
I'm with
Videodrome.
Pete. That's so gross.
Reaching in to get
when
the
he
tape.
pulls the gun. He pulls the tape and then he pulls the gun out. That's
Right.
the James
But
Woods.
I'll take that over a chicken wing.
And
chicken wing
though.
just
It
looks
was
so.
perfect.
Oh, it was, but it's just so gross. Especially when she is like cooking and bashing the meat. Oh,
that is the most inappetizing scene of her trying to cook, and it's the grossest. Like, she's stuffing that fucking turkey or whatever because she's looking at the workout video, and she's like punching the crotch of the bird as it's like close up on Sue's lower half of her body, and I'm just like, oh my God, I am so uncomfortable.
I think when people are like, I don't know, like gross with food like that's never funny to me. Even if it's in a comedy movie, if it's in a horror movie, it doesn't matter. Like that, it always
use
grosses
my
me
strong
out.
hand.
Exactly.
Let me mash these potatoes. Yeah,
nasty.
You gotta,
so yeah, that
you gotta
whole
get
scene.
up in there. You gotta
So yeah, that whole scene grossed me out. But also too.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say also too. Once Elizabeth starts, once Sue starts taking more from her and parts of her start de-aging and stuff, a lot of that starts to feel like Seth Brundle in The Fly when he's transforming. And once Sue takes, once Sue starts losing parts, she loses them in the same order that that Brundle loses them in The Fly.
Oh,
So
really?
It's
I did not
yeah.
pick up on. Yeah.
You didn't?
Yeah, I didn't
dude,
either.
When I watched it, whenever she like loses her teeth,
I
which is
did-
one of the first things that Jeff Goldblum loses,
Uh-huh.
and then she loses
The
an
nail.
ear, the fingernails next. Then she loses her ear. It is
Oh
all
my
things
God.
that fell off of Jeff. Remember, in the medicine cabinet,
Yeah.
his dick's in there. Okay, I just want everyone to remember
Harry's is
that
in
Jeff
there, yep.
Goldblum's dick
Clearly.
is in that medicine cabinet. He saved it.
Little Goldblum.
Yeah. So I couldn't find it and I looked it up, but is there anything to do with that bright ass yellow raincoat Demi Moore is wearing in this? Like, is that an homage to something? I don't know.
I don't know at all, or if it just
It felt
pops
important.
so well.
It did.
Yeah.
Especially like after she turns into like I don't know how to
the
put
crone.
it. I was
gonna
gonna
call her
say
crone.
a
Yeah.
crow, like just some sort of like ghastly looking dead bird. And her wearing that yellow jacket with the hunchback and the dead foot is the only way to describe
God,
it.
yeah.
That
This
dead
article-
foot.
This article says Demi Moore's egg yolk yellow coat in the substance deserves its own Oscar.
It does. And I guess you could look at it as all eyes on her. So she's wearing the brightest thing, which is going to draw your attention to whatever the bright thing is in your field of vision. But I was like, I kept just trying to rack my brain. Like, is this some kind of reference I'm not understanding? And I think it's just that even when she's trying to hide, she's super visible to everyone around
All I
her.
know is cosplayers, you better do your damn work next year. Well,
You
now
better.
that it's 2025 now, so you better
This
at
year.
one of these horror conventions, you better have a suit, you better have something. All right, the monster, the coat. Give me
Yeah.
artwork. I want everything. All right.
Yeah, let's have some Sues in their pump it up
Have
outfits.
some Elizabeths. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Did you
Pete got
notice?
like, wait, Pete's like, I'm in. What
Say
show we
what?
going to?
Say what? Did you
If they're
notice
gonna
the
be
guy
in there-
across the hall is from Hell House? The guy
What's that?
who's
What?
Oliver, who's across the hall, lives in the apartment across the hall. He's
Oh, the
he
guy
was,
who's in Hell House?
he was in Hell
angry.
House.
Was
he
he
was
really?
the kind of schmoozer that was always trying to get laid and worried about girls in the original Hell House, the first one. Yeah, that was him.
That's funny.
And keep beating on that door when she's doing all the construction work. I gotta sleep, and freaking Sue opens that.
And then he's
mess.
like, "Oh, hey, hello."
That attitude changed real quick. All right. Just looked at our time clock. It looks like we've totally gone past an hour already. So let's hit a commercial break, set our brains for a moment, and we'll jump right back into this. This is way too much fun tonight.
You are watching the USA Network.
Do you like horror movies?
Do you like hanging out with your friends?
Do you like having a laugh?
Do you like podcasts?
Well, you should check out our podcast, Spoils of Horror.
We're not a review show.
We're a horror movie hangout where we talk about movies that are lost, forgotten, popular, and bizarre, all in the scary realm.
You can listen to our podcast while you're doing just about anything.
You could be washing your dishes.
You could be washing your cat.
You could be washing your genitals. All forms of genitals accepted.
We are a fully inclusive genitalia show.
Yes, we are the #1 ideal podcast for washing your genitals.
Our genital Yelp reviews are unsurpassed.
5.5 stars.
You don't want to know where that half came from. That's,
Now that you know that, check us out on all major platforms.
You can search for Spoils of Horror on all social media sites.
Come and hang out with us. We'd love to see you.
And your genitals.
Bye.
Just when you thought you were safe, the terror continues with another chilly tale tonight on USA Network's Saturday Nightmares.
So yeah, time got away from us a little bit there. This is for a movie called The Substance. There's a lot of substance to talk about, and a lot of meat to sink your
I see what you did there.
into.
Very
You
clever.
like that?
Yeah,
You like
I did.
that?
Yeah.
So, we're like we've said, this is a movie you need to experience. You don't need to be listening to us if you've never seen it. And if you're listening and you haven't seen it, hopefully you still want to go watch it. But this is also, we've talked a little bit about there are rules to this, and we haven't dove into what happens when they break the rules. So when Sue gets greedy, trying to think what the right word is, the avarice of youth, almost, where you just want more and more.
She's partying. She's having a great time. She's hooking up with other people that are super hot, just like her.
She's gorgeous. She's getting down with gorgeous people.
She's on late night talk show hosts talking about how
she feels
she
like
is.
she deserves it more because Elizabeth has wasted her potential.
All she does is sit on the couch because she sees the ass groove and all the snacks around the chair in front of the TV. And she's like, she's just a recluse. She's gross. She's not me.
But also, to the defense of Elizabeth, she dove too deep into depression. And unfortunately, she got in that car accident where she met the kid who introduced her to the substance. Had that not happened, maybe she would have went to some therapy or tried to find herself again as a 50-year-old and not let Hollywood and that Harvey fucker tell her her worth. She's gonna have to find that again on her own.
But unfortunately, vanity get a hold of her.
Exactly.
And I think going back to what me and Pete originally thought, and I think this is done on purpose, where we thought it was going to be Demi transforming. I think that's what Demi originally thought was going to happen. That she was going to get to experience all this stuff as
I think that's what Elizabeth thought was going to happen.
At the beginning, they seemed to share a little bit of consciousness, at least when Sue was birthed from Demi's back. She understood that there were directions and there were things that she had to do, and she adhered to it at first. But the longer that they switched bodies or consciousness,
the more distant
the more distance
she became entitled.
That's the word I was trying to think of.
That's a very good word.
She very much got, entitled to what?
I'm the pretty one. I'm the talented one.
Yeah.
And
I'm doing
as
all
she
of
started
this now.
taking more and more from Demi when her finger went bad, when her foot went bad, Demi also all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but like, I can't go out in public anymore. What else am I going to do? I'm going to sit here and be that recluse. You've done this to me, Sue. And since they can't have this conversation, it spirals. It continues to spiral down, and
exactly what Pete's talking about there. We see that every time Sue gets greedy, it takes more fluid because there's supposed to be a finite balance to the give and take of this.
Respect the balance.
Respect the balance. When Sue takes an extra vial to get an extra day, there is a price to pay, and that's when Demi's finger goes necrosis.
Oh God, it's so shocking when you
witchy
first
finger.
see it.
The witchy finger. This and because it doesn't affect Sue at first, she's like, "Oh, well, I get the extra days, and it's just punishing
no harm,
Elizabeth.
no foul."
It messed up her finger. Oh, she does it again. It messes up her foot. And this keeps snowballing to where, I really felt like it got to where it was months, because we're counting down to the New Year's Eve.
Oh, it's definitely been
special.
3 months later,
3
we
months,
get the title card after she took all that spinal juice out. There's also a moment with Elizabeth when she's when the changes first start happening, and she's got her calendar out, and she's saying Sue, she's marking her winks down, and she props it up against the wall. It says May. So you think by the end of this movie, we're at the end of December coming into the new year, because she's
I
New
didn't
Year's
see
toast.
the
Yeah,
May. I
we've
didn't
been
realize
going
it
on
was
for a
almost
while.
half a
So this is
year.
going on for at least 8 months, you'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Or
so
something like that. Yeah.
She gets to this point of
math.
And she not only is she doing that, but she's breaking the rules. So she's using her food, because you have to give the body, the vessel, food while it's out.
Right.
So, and the food is specific for the new version and the old version. And that's the nutrients. So Demi's body is only getting truly half of the nutrients she's supposed to be getting, but she's also getting Sue's nutrients, which aren't giving her what she needs. And as Sue gets to this pivotal moment in the movie, the most important moment of her life, she treats it as the fluid turns black. The fluid turns
it's so gross.
Goes from bright green to
you can
oil
tell
black.
where it's
Her
like,
poor
you
spinal,
messed up.
she's literally sucked her dry, which is also could also kind of be a metaphor for like women and children, women having children and feeling like they lose themselves totally to having birthed these kids. You give everything to your kids and they suck you dry. And some women resent that from their children. So that's also kind of a metaphor I felt with this too. Like she's literally sucking her dry.
But then when she makes the phone call to customer service again, Sue does like, hey, there's something wrong here. And they're like, you're supposed to switch. That's how you get more fluid.
Yeah.
You switch.
That's the balance.
And you can tell that guy is just like, God damn it, it's that number again.
I told you.
503 again.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the back going, guys, seriously, we need an instruction booklet.
Yeah.
Make a DVD for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I don't see you guys getting this damn phone call like I have to keep getting.
Yeah. I'm the only guy on the phone. I need some help here. But two, in the moment.
In the truck. I don't want to be in the truck anymore. You guys be in the truck. I'm going to go put the box in the locker.
Yeah, I want to do the deliveries.
Yeah.
In that moment too, he tells her, then you are done. Like that's all he says. And she just stops and is like, wait, what do you mean? And he's like, the only way to get more fluid is for it to regenerate, which is the whole point of you guys switching bodies every 7 days. It's one of the whole points of it. Hey, can we talk about the substance for a minute? I mean, I know we are, but when I look at
what have we been doing for an hour and a half?
It's very startup. Does it not feel like kind of like a startup business? Because it's also very sketchy. But something I learned doing the small business is you can't appeal to everyone. You kind of have to find your niche and go after a certain market of people. And I think like when businesses first start up, they're very like crisp, like minimalistic, not a lot of stuff on the labels, kind of like the substance is presenting itself in this. So that's something that I caught that kind of made me think like, I wonder if this is something like this is just like a trial and error thing. I wonder if there's people out there who are watching all this unfold and documenting it for further studies and like further use. You know, that's just kind of a vibe.
This felt very test markety.
Yeah,
right.
Well, we didn't see any money being exchanged. So
that was another question I had.
That's very
Is this
interesting.
shit free?
And the other thing, Anna, he says is a startup, but she's got box number 503. So 503 people have been using this or have tried this or something like, because that's the only way she can identify herself over the phone is
right. No names. Yeah.
Hello.
I wasn't sure.
503.
503.
Yes. How can I help you?
Yeah.
Meaning
that she says Elizabeth Sparkle, thinking her famous name is enough.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. It's like what I don't understand. 503. Yes. How can
now
I
I know
help
you.
I wonder if
it was just a random number that gets assigned to you.
Pete, what's that? If you've seen it, there's a movie that does this too, where it basically makes people numbers. I am number 4.
Oh,
you are number.
Is it Squid Game?
Island, The Prisoner.
No. something like that. It's an early.
You are number 4. I am not a number.
That's it.
I am a man.
I am a man. You are number 2.
Yeah,
and
this is Iron Man samples it on Number of the Beast album.
Sounds like a
That's why I
movie.
know it so well, is because it was the Maiden song.
Yep.
But yeah, I kind of got that where he would not respond to her till it was like, you are a number.
I don't care who you are.
This.
What is your customer number?
Right.
Now, we've kind of skipped over one very important thing in this movie. I love how Nate and I are right on this. And that is the fact that before Sue has taken over, and actually what causes Sue to say fuck you to Elizabeth is when the necrosis things start happening to Demi, she calls them in a panic and she's like, I want to stop. And they go, well, you cannot go backwards, but you can cancel. You can.
Would you like to terminate?
You can cancel
Stop.
your
Would you like to
subscription.
terminate? Yeah, would you like to terminate? Anna's correct.
She is the prime. They say to her a couple times, you are the prime.
Yes. Basically, you are the account
Sue
holder.
You're
the only one that can add additional lines.
Yeah, do you want to add additional? Do you want to abort a line? It's up to you.
Yeah.
Hey, not that word.
Oh, shmortion.
Shmortion.
They made it very.
I've ever had Nate come up with something off the top of his head, and it lands so perfectly.
They made it very clear that Elizabeth can survive without Sue, but Sue cannot survive without Elizabeth.
Yes.
They made that very clear. But
and she goes for it, and she gets the termination package, and she struggles with herself at first, then decides to go through with it. And even as she's putting the liquid in her, she doesn't quite finish it, which is kind of important. And when I feel like it's just something that adds more to the divide, but she pulls that needle back out like, I can't do this. I can't. It's still
She
me.
still is lingering on to like, I want this as well.
Yeah, she's living through living through Sue somewhat, even though she resents her. So she goes back through it was time for the next transformation, and she I think it's like right at the time for the transformation, she has to go do it. Sue comes out and finds the package that says terminate.
Mm-hmm.
And she figures out this bitch just tried to kill me.
Yeah, she just tried to abort me, which can you imagine if you're a fetus that finds out you were almost aborted, you're going to be a little upset too.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're both awake at some point. Is this when they're both, because they fight each other?
Yeah, this is when she wakes up because she puts the needle in her and is like, I don't know, trying to give her some of her blood. Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
Demi sucks the stuff out of herself to give it, because she had to put the terminate into Sue. That's what it was. So she puts the terminate juice into her, but doesn't fully do it. Then draws the liquid from her, the sustenance, it's not the substance, but it's part of it, into Sue and brings her alive while she's alive.
Now they're both awake.
And then Sue puts the pieces together.
That was such a good moment of them like seeing each other for the first time, and then they're both awake and moving around at the same time.
The way the chase is, where it's like you go left, I go left, you go right, I go right.
Yeah,
she's running. Sue was running like the damn Terminator. Did y'all notice that? She was doing this down the hallway.
She did the arm pump. She went psycho.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I mean, this was the horror end of this movie's body horror, but this was a very good
Well, it's also like, where
scene.
the fuck's it gonna go? Because also, I feel like customer service is gonna go. You did what?
Excuse me, what?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah.
Guys, can we not test this?
We're gonna send somebody
and you're
over
saying that
your
your body double is now up and running as well. Okay. Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Plug it back in.
Okay. All right. And
have we ever had this happen before?
Yeah. You were eating chicken the entire time. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, did a chicken come out of your stomach? It did. Dave, the chicken leg came out again. You said you fixed it.
We got a code cluck. We have a code cluck.
The chickens have left the coop. They've left the coop.
Code cluck.
Meanwhile, the substance is trying to just like burn their entire headquarters. We have to start over.
Right.
Yeah, like we got to move. This bitch has fucked it up for us.
It's ran by Mark Zuckerberg, it turns out.
And then they end up in that goddamn bathroom again. And
Back in the
Sue
bathroom.
bounces Demi Moore's head off this floor
Like a
in
basketball.
the most violent, like, you are one, and she don't give a shit. She is just beating the piss out of her.
Oh, the blood splatter onto her.
How she didn't kill her immediately, which is, I believe, had she actually physically killed her, she also probably would have died.
Also,
Well, that's what happened.
Absolutely drop dead gorgeous, covered in blood, and you're just like, all right.
Now,
I see how this goes.
Now it's a Pete movie.
But I meant when she was like, she should have died bouncing her head off the thing.
Yeah.
I imagine that Sue would have like erred and fell down. And it's okay, guys. They took care of it.
They took care of themselves.
Cancel the cleaning. It's okay.
We got this.
But
I now want that movie, The Other Side of the Phone Call.
Yeah, I want the other side where it's just the guy.
It can be a short film.
Look,
It's
man,
a short film. It's a call center. Is what
I get
it
paid
is.
$15 an hour to answer these calls.
He's got a script,
and I
he's
have
only
rules.
allowed to read the script.
You just follow the goddamn rules, and you avoid all this nonsense.
There's like 3 other guys in that room, and they're talking to their clients as well. And he's like, "Did yours understand? Wait, yours didn't get the instruction booklet?
Oh,
I
don't
thought
worry.
we put those in all of them."
You want to know what mine did? Mine just stuck a needle into a random spine. Now I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, dude, I'm glad you said that, because there's something else that bugged me in this movie. We meet someone else that's doing the substance, as much as we're joking about this. We got the younger version of the guy. Well, Demi runs into the older version at the diner when she first gets that necrosis. And this guy's older looking. His dark spot is on his hand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not his spine, which means didn't have to come from the spine is what I took it from.
Well, that's where I think the substance is whatever makes sense for the patient. I don't know.
That's kind of what I was wondering.
Because Demi had the birthmarks, the 2-dot birthmarks, in a different place than Sue did. When we're getting the shot of Sue as she's born, for lack of better words, her birthmarks are the same, but they're over here under her on her
she's
side.
She's like the mirror image is what I took it as.
Mhm.
But this, you could tell that as the movie went on and seeing it again, you could tell that was like the younger version of him was also taking a few extra, because this guy was definitely more decrepit looking, and maybe it was him. But I was like, he's taking the stuff from like a vein in the arm. So it's like, I don't know if it's exactly spinal fluid or if maybe it's just any type of bodily fluid like blood or spinal fluid or anything like that worked.
But it was kind of never answers those questions.
It never answers that. And that would be like, if I ever got a chance to actually like ask the director, like, I'm not going to be like, where's the substance from? I'm like, where was he taking it from the old dude? Was it his hand? Because I feel like it was his hand. Tell me I'm right. I want to be right. Can I be right?
Tell me I'm right. Be right. Just tell me I'm right.
That's all I need to know. But yeah, no, this fight, and that's where Sue is just like, fuck this bitch, locks her in that room, and just basically uses her body to keep herself going. And that's where I think that's like right at the start of the 3-month run before the New Year's Eve special event, which is that was also kind of weird. Like, we're going to cancel your TV show, but you get to host the New Year's event. Like, okay, what else do I do then? Like,
what do I do in between?
It's the only thing I'm doing. That people are going to forget who the fuck I am.
And my guess is at that point he's wanting to launch her into movies, like further stardom or something.
Isn't that where she started doing the talk shows and stuff?
Yeah,
they start sending her on the circuit.
The New Year's, like, hey, we heard the rumor.
Exactly. Now you're gonna host the New Year's Eve show.
I adore the whole New Year's Eve show. It is so goddamn
Pretty girls
glorious.
should always smile.
Oh my god,
fucker.
Yeah, she literally has to resort to putting the black body fluid into her. It's all she has, and basically that's what kind of poisons her a little bit as she goes.
And I love her idea of like, well, what we'll do is we'll use the substance on me, and then we'll see if that just rebirths me.
Another me.
A younger, hotter Sue.
Because her body is deteriorating.
Yep.
Because at this point, she has now that Elizabeth's gone, she has no way of regenerating herself because now Elizabeth can't do it. So she's losing teeth. We're doing the Seth Brundle moment we talked about earlier while she's at the studio getting ready for this big New Year's Eve thing. And she's losing. She has no front teeth when Dennis Quaid is saying, "Pretty girls should always smile." And she's like,
with all the corporate old, like Nate's favorite old men.
Yeah, all guys.
I don't know if they were British or anything, Nate, but they were definitely
you could feel they were
guys.
British. They were probably like at least 3
nasty old British dudes Nate hates so much in this world. And she has to, like, she can't open her mouth because her front teeth are gone.
Yeah.
But she forces that closed mouth smile.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
Dennis
look
Quaid.
on her eyes.
Oh,
yeah.
But
her tears.
Dennis Quaid's explosion of, that's my girl. That whole, like, there it is. God, he sells this.
He
that
does.
fake tan he has. He's slimy.
She's my property is the way he
exactly.
Sure.
She's gonna make me so much money.
And she has to rush home falling apart, literally.
That's her Hail Mary. That's her Hail Mary. It's taking the activator again, which once again, they did have mind to put a warning label on that bottle that says single use, discard after one use. I was wondering, why did they not put it up for just like one syringe full
I was just thinking that
in there? Why did they fill the whole damn bottle up?
Well, it's a startup company. There's some kinks.
Apparently so.
Okay, Anna, I just got a hold of the guy that was on the other side of that telephone call. Anna, I'd love to answer that for you, Anna.
Yeah.
What has happened because we're a startup? You know, we kind of fucked up. We didn't put any instructions in there. A lot of people fucked up the first dose. Like somebody shot it out of the syringe. The plunger was defective, so we decided to put 2 in there. You know how you build Legos? You always get a couple of little extra pieces.
Some extras.
You're gonna lose one. So we kind of factored in the fuck up factor, and we put in 2 doses in case you fucked up the first one.
That's fair.
Yeah, but didn't you think someone was going to try it twice? We put a label on there, sir.
We put a label on there. Single use.
Read the label.
Yeah. We can't make them read the label. We told them. We have a helpline. Yeah, but that's not helping them, is it? We're learning. We're fixing that.
People are stupid.
When we go full run, like when we start having infomercials on television, it'll be single use at that point. It'll actually be in the syringe. You can't fuck it up from there. We're learning. Sorry.
We're learning.
So that's what happened.
So yeah, she's pulling a Hail Mary and she's like crying like I need a better version of myself, please. Let me have this better, beautiful version of myself. We even have Sue saying that now. Yeah. And what comes out of her is
this
the grand finale of this movie,
so
the Monstro Illisu.
My jaw was on the floor.
Again,
I had no idea where this movie was going.
Especially at that point where it's like, oh, monsters exist in this world.
Yeah, like, oh my God, they did not test for this one. And the beauty of this monstrosity, as someone who loves monster movies and horror movies, and seeing this humanoid thing looking and they do it well. Like you see it really nicely, brightly lit. Then they throw it in shadow for a little while, and then it tries to make itself pretty. It puts on the dress.
It
puts
does.
Makeup
and you
on.
see the face coming out of the back, and it's
Demi Moore's face.
Or is it Demi's?
It's Demi's face.
Yeah. She's like, her face is like stretched and open.
So fun fact, that is Quali in the prosthetic.
Yeah.
Is it really?
That's not someone else that they put in.
I didn't know that.
She was in that prosthetic.
She sticks an earring in the side of her head.
Yeah, because there's like ears and eyes everywhere. There's like multiple. I mean, this you gotta think of it. it's funny, I mentioned multiplicity earlier. A copy of a copy of a copy, you know, as it keeps going, you end up with Steve, you know, that wants to eat a dolphin at the end of Multiplicity, my favorite character. I love it.
Clearly.
I got a wallet. But but I am, my heart's breaking watching this scene.
Oh man, I know, it's so sad.
Because it's gotten to this point, you know?
Yeah,
like,
the
it didn't
creature
have to get to this.
Is so dead set on being accepted and being the center, and this is their moment. And it shows it walking back to the studio as a monstrosity. And again, where is everyone in Hollywood? But yeah, it's lumbering almost. It's like just trying its hardest to get there. And it covers this. Doesn't it put the jacket?
It puts the yellow
monster
jacket
puts
on.
the yellow jacket on.
Yeah. And then it puts the face mask, I guess you would, like a piece of poster.
It's the picture.
Yeah,
it's Demi's big picture that she pulled it back out and
staples it to its face.
Staples, yes.
She Deadpool the face.
Oh my God. When it first reveals her wearing that, I was dying laughing in the theater.
Oh, I lost my shit.
Because it was such a good black comedy joke that just worked perfectly.
No one's going to be able to tell.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they sell it because the person at the door is like, we've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
Let's get going. Now, I do believe there is a mixture at this point where it's not fully clear whether it's the psychosis of the creature or what's really going on.
What's really happening. And
that's her fantasy.
Is great.
Yeah, it's her fantasy. So after watching it again, I went, okay, that door person really wasn't there. She got in the building again, and she made it all the way up to the stage, and that's the reaction that we see when she when the audience, us, are snapped out of her psychosis, and we see how everyone's really reacting. That is the moment that is truly happening. Everything else was in Sue Monster's mind of being accepted and being, the ovation and the clapping and all this other stuff.
Isn't it funny too how the monster put on Elizabeth's face and not Sue's?
Not Sue's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so many little nuanced things. This movie requires multiple viewings.
Agreed.
For sure.
You will get equal entertainment out of multiple views.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on.
Not only entertainment, but you get more of the story too. You understand it. Because this first watch, when you do it, it is such a spectacle of you're just like, my brain can't comprehend what's going on right now. What is happening? What is going on? And then multiple watches, you're like, oh shit. Oh God. Like Anna, I still hadn't picked up on it was May when it started.
Right. I did this time.
Because the first time I'm watching it, I'm thinking, oh, this has been like a month or two till the very, very end. And they kind of tell you it's been 2 or 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
But to not realize that they've been going through this for
we just haven't seen it.
3/4 of a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very well done as far as time progression.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel stuck. This movie's a little long.
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's super fast paced.
Yeah, like it doesn't
waste
like
time.
Yeah.
2 hours.
It's almost, it is too long, but it's almost, you almost have to have it that long in order to, one, feel for the characters enough to care what happens to them at the end, but also to see the progression of both of their psyches as they experience the substance and swap out.
This isn't a single area movie, like one room or one something, but this is a minimal area movie. A lot of it's in her condo, and then the rest of it's in the studio with mild breaks of her going and getting the box to show that there's still a world outside,
right?
Which I think is a nice little break for the audience.
That's interesting. Yeah, it did feel a little isolation.
Yeah,
because you were only focused on Demi or Elizabeth and Sue, and then maybe Dennis Quaid a little bit. There weren't many other characters.
Yeah, it was a very small cast.
Yeah. Which helps with its budget as well.
Yeah,
I think it does. I really do.
Reasonable.
And then it also makes the ending feel that much grander because there are 50 people surrounding this, and all the people on the stage, the other dancers and stuff like that. But my God, this ending. My God, this ending.
It's operatic.
Yeah.
Very much so. But it's my kind of opera. If you tell me this is how operas are, and it's like going to a Guar concert, I am there. I am doing it because I'm wearing my little clear raincoat. I'm excited. I'm in the front row.
Ready
I'm
to go.
getting hosed. Let's do this.
Wearing the all-white shirt just like you do at a Guar show.
Every bit of it, man. I want to remember it forever. But again, watching this for the first time, I was, even after seeing the monster, I was not prepared for this ending.
I know.
I was not prepared at all. And this, I kind of get your buddy Nate where he goes, it goes very trauma, but I wasn't offended by that. I was like,
that's the thing.
whoa,
I didn't mind at all. It was just like, holy shit, they went there, and it just like made sense for the story as far as the progression goes.
Yeah,
yeah. This is like when Brundlefly pukes on that dude's fucking hand.
Oh yeah,
melts his
Help
arm.
me, please.
Turn to 11.
I don't think it takes away from the meaning of the story at all. Of like,
no.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't either.
I feel like it
No,
adds
it's
to
a
it.
climax.
You just got to think a little harder.
It's just like
The
it
chaos
explodes.
that this was just a snowball.
Yeah,
rolling down the
sadly.
hill the entire movie, and then it goes out of control.
It
and
turns into raining blood.
oh yes, it does.
Yeah, they used like 36,000 gallons of blood in this last scene. Yeah, it was a shit ton. And I love too when the moment in the bathroom, whenever we get the monster, it's not a quick reveal. It's not like it hops up and looks in the mirror the way we saw Sue do. It's kind of stumbling. It's hard to get, it's having trouble getting its balance. So we get a shot of it kind of coming up in front of the mirror, and we're like, and at that moment, when we first get that shot, our jaws just drop, and then it kind of goes back and it stands up a little more. And then we get like 2 of those before we finally get the full long reveal of it in the mirror. And I think the buildup of that, not just shoving it right in your face and having things go off the rails like it did at the end, like we got to spend some time with her. We saw her getting ready. We saw trying to make her feel pretty enough to impress these people, and that's just what makes it even sadder in the end. Really, like Pete said, it's just a snowball.
I was like, my heart broke.
Yeah,
once it got to that point. Also,
sad.
The way they did try to like slowly reveal the creature, immediately my brain went to Freaked, which is a TV movie that Alex Winter is giving an interview throughout this whole movie, and he's in shadow. And it looks monstrous the entire time in shadow because as you see the movie, it's about transformation, and it's Randy Quaid. So
really?
It actually works. Right. But when they finally do the end and it's Brooke Shields doing the interview and the lights turn on Alex Winter, you're expecting a monster, but it's been a plant behind him the whole time, and he's normal. Mm-hmm. So it's this like reverse thing, and then Brooke Shields turns into the creature, which is very much like Sue turning into the creature.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, dude, that may have been totally coincidental, but from MTV generation kid that loved that movie growing up, I immediately went, "Oh, this is like Freaked." The way they play with you a little bit at the end.
Need to see this.
I know I haven't seen it, but I know didn't Flicks and Friends just cover that?
Dustin
recently?
and them had just covered it.
Yeah, that's why I'm hearing about it.
Your Bad Movie Night covered it a couple years ago.
Oh, that's right. I have seen y'all on the lineup.
Sockhead. Bobcat Goldthwait. Yep.
I don't know what's going on around here, guys. This is a lot.
I even got a little basket case out of the Monstrous Sue. Monstrous.
Yes. That's where I got.
Yeah. That face was that very color. Basket case, and the color. Yeah, that sickly pink. Yeah,
sicky pink, like clay-ish. Ugh. They did good. Like this director got the right people to bring this vision to life. Yeah. This was beautiful. And now the very, very end is where obviously I would have loved for them to have kind of figured out how to do it more practical, but I get what they were doing to still do the CG is after the blood spurt, the gorgasm, if you will.
I like that. Gorgasm.
The gorgasm. The creature runs off basically into the night, and we started the movie showing Elizabeth Sparkle's star on the Walk of Fame, and
Mhm.
how pristine it was at the beginning of her career, how loved she was by people. But and if you ever, I've never been there, but I can imagine over time, people walk on it, people spill shit on it. Some guy drops a fucking giant amount of like, or was it
Hamburger.
Like,
With a lot of
hamburger,
ketchup
Chili
on it.
dog.
with a
Yeah.
shit ton
Right.
of ketchup, and still picks it up and tries to clean it, and the star's covered in this red goo. Well, it
Mhm.
ends with her going back to her star, and she like finally disintegrates just before she gets there. The main body and the face of Demi Moore, Elizabeth Sparkle, that's on the back of the creature, crawls its way, slithers its way on top of the star,
Mhm.
and then just melts away into just this red goo again,
Yeah.
like what started at the beginning of the movie.
The same shot set up the same way. We still got
Yeah,
that same
exact-
overhead shot, and we just see her face just crawling up to it.
Just
Yeah, man.
squishing over.
And
Yeah.
smiling
smiling.
too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and just
Oh, it's so good.
disappears into
It is.
nothingness.
How can you not love this ending? I don't get it.
I
I know. It blew
it's
my
I mean, you
mind.
like
glorious.
what you like, but I'm sorry, you're wrong. This ending,
Yeah,
I'm not going to call it perfect, but my God, it's wonderful.
damn near,
Mhm.
damn near.
Uh-huh.
It's yeah.
Uh,
I have to agree.
So, all right. Well, there's more we can do,
Whew.
but we can do this as we get into the things.
That's-
So
Yes.
let's do the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
things.
I can't believe you've never seen Lost Highway, Nate. You need to watch that.
I don't
Like I
think
said,
I've seen it
David
either.
Lynch
Is that
is,
Nick Cage? Is that Nick Cage?
No, Bill Pullman.
Oh, no shit.
It's like
Mhm.
90s, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah, early 90s somewhere. around
Early
there.
90s. All right. Well, we discussed this as we're getting into it because there's a lot of chaos that happens at the end, but we've decided that it's just a lot of people stampeding, but no one actually dies. So there's two ways to look at this. A, just on the surface, and usually how we rank these things, one person dies, and that is Elizabeth Sparkle. But Anna dug into something and kind of gave us a little bit more perspective on it, that 4 people technically die in this, which is the body of Elizabeth Sparkle, Demi Moore, then Sue's body dies before the Monster Sue is done. Then Monster Sue dies, and then the final essence of Elizabeth Sparkle that was on the monster dies separately from the giant part onto the star, like we talked about. So
I'm okay with that. I
there's
like that.
there's 4
Cool.
tragic deaths
Yeah.
in this movie.
And it's funny too.
Yeah,
I love
one.
how
Right.
whenever Sue took the activator again, we never see her body. Like it just once the spine split, that's all we saw was the spine split open, and we think we're going to be getting the same thing. But then it's like once the spine split open and it started coming out, then her body just started forming with it because we never see her again except in the form of the monster. Super
Something
cool.
that would I like the less is more, but it also kind of makes you think, because all the bodies were in there, that it absorbed all of them because they are one.
They are one, exactly. Yeah. Bingo.
That would have been
Oh, he
kind
said
of cool.
it.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's not it was somewhat of another entity, but it needed, because again, a copy of a copy, it starts getting fainter and fainter. So it tried to rebuild itself with what it had available. It Jason X'd itself at the end of this.
Yeah,
and
it
it
did.
just added a bunch of extra parts it had laying around and turned into Uber Sue. So yeah, we're gonna call it that. I'll play the drop, but
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
I say we do it like this. What is your ooh moment of this movie? What is your ultimate ooh moment?
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I know mine.
Okay, well, Nate, we'll start with you. What is
It's
your ooh moment?
when you get to see multiple eyes,
Oh,
like
that's
pupils being
freaking
made.
brilliant.
Oh my God, I don't like multiple circles.
The
and stuff,
eyes are
bubbles.
fighting each other, kind of.
Yeah, when
They
you just have all
occupy the
those
same.
eyes populating. Oh my God, it's so gross. That nope, that's mine.
All right, Pete, what's your ew moment?
Charlie doesn't like clowns. I don't like needles. And there's a lot of goddamn needles in this movie. And I was looking through my fingers through a lot of those needle injections, especially when she's, oh God, every time she's sticking that needle through that pus, like that pimple in the back.
On her back.
So I want to do the chicken leg because that one made me scream. I literally was like, no, hand to God. I was literally doing that, but I got to go with the drawing spinal fluid out of a pus-filled wound on Demi's.
All right, Anna, what's yours?
Man, those are good ones. But I think mine is just when Elizabeth's in the kitchen making all that mess with that food. And then she's also putting shit on the windows to put newspapers up so she doesn't have to see the billboard of Sue right outside her window.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. I think it's fucking gross messing around with food like that. So yeah. Don't play with your food, people. Eat it.
Or why not both?
Yeah, why not both? So I've purposely not brought up mine. And it's twofold. It is right after Sue is born. We'll use that word. Sue has to stitch Demi Moore's back.
Oh yeah, that was gnarly.
Together.
Oh yeah.
So I do believe that was the beginning of me going, how the fuck does she know what she needs to do?
Right, I was wondering that too.
Because there's a kit in there, but it doesn't go, well, make sure you stitch it up and use this exact pattern. But it was right after that. It's after Demi wakes up again. It has only been 7 days as she takes a shower, and that overhead shot, and you see her back where it has been stitched. And she is taking a straight shower onto what's basically still a fresh wound. Right directly on her back. And I even said it to Jackie. I'm like, how? No. Like sponge baths, not getting in the water. I mean, I've had surgeries before and you had to like wrap your body and all this other stuff. That she just takes a straight up water hitting the spine directly, which is also a beautifully done when Sue is getting into that sexy moment with that dude and her outfit has a zipper on her back. So as she is unzipping like those stitches down Demi's back where she has to draw her life fluid. And it's just these visuals that make this perfect marriage throughout this movie. But it is that stitching, that sewing moment.
Good. Yeah.
Oh God, it just made my skin crawl, literally. All right, let's rate this bad boy.
Whew.
Guys,
not a breath.
it's okay. He just wants his machete back.
I think we all were out of breath after watching this movie.
Yeah.
1000%. Anna, it's your birthday. You're the birthday girl.
Yay!
I'm also the birthday boy, but this is your pick. What are you ranking The Substance?
10 activators out of 10 activators. I have to. I was going to knock it for the time, just the length of it, but it's necessary. You kind of have to have a movie this long with something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think, I feel like I've said everything I could say, but then there's also so much I want to still say. I think Demi Moore just killed it. She really went for it. I think that bathroom scene is going to be, it's going down in film history. It's going to be iconic forever now. And it took her 15 takes to do that, by the way. And like by the end of each one, her face would just be raw and like red.
Raw. She's literally rubbing her face that hard.
Yeah. Margaret Qualley was great too. And like Charlie said, Coralie Farge, I'm excited to see what else she does. And I think it's great that we've got all these awesome writers and directors who love horror and are in the horror genre because that's what they want to do. And I think she's definitely one of those. But yeah, this is a must see, even if you're not a big fan of body horror or horror movies in general, I think everybody should just watch it. I feel like it's taken the world by storm, and deservedly so. But yeah, 10 out of 10.
Fantastic.
It also, real quick, it also annoys the fuck out of me that while I am excited that it's getting nominated for awards and stuff, it pisses me off that the Golden Globes have it in a comedy category.
Yeah, they didn't put it in the drama.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind
I
of how
get.
Golden Globes are weird
Yeah,
with
their
their whole thing.
categories are dumb, but it's like, God
It's
forbid we
musical
call
slash
this
comedy.
a horror movie, you know, or
Well-
or it could just be considered a drama for that matter.
They refuse to make a horror category.
It's
there
dumb.
is none. Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yep.
I digress.
No, totally fair. Totally fair. Pete, let's go with you, bud.
So I got one question before I get a ranking.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
this is a very interesting. It's a philosophical question. So these two entities, Elizabeth and Sue, are sharing an existence but not a memory. And I wonder if part of this was the old, the philosophical theory or exercise where if you could, how's it go? It's if you could live, I'm going to give you $8 million and you can live like you want to for a whole year, but you won't remember it after that year.
Okay, I know where you're going. Yeah.
I'm not saying it quite right, but
no, you're paraphrasing, but that's,
yeah,
that's the gist of it.
That's the gist of, so like you get to live this extravagant life as a sultan or the king of the world or something. And after a year or however long a time, you revert back to your old self and
you'll
never remember it.
Yeah.
What's more important, the memories of actions or the doing of actions? And that's kind of this parallel between Sue and Elizabeth, where they're coexisting, but they're not sharing memories. And I think it's an interesting philosophical quandary.
And because they don't pose that question to her at the beginning, it even adds another layer that she's not given the option to know she's not really going to be experiencing this. She could benefit from it,
yeah,
but not experience
I
it.
think it lends credence to what you said earlier, Charlie, in that she was thinking that she would revert to a younger self,
right,
rather than split personality, so to speak.
It's almost like spin marketing, like they're selling you on one thing without actually telling you exactly what you're gonna. So they're like, well, we never said that. Yeah, so it's like bait and switch without bait and switch, because they didn't tell you you would get this, but they're gonna be like, well, we never said it would be you.
Yeah.
You are just one. That's kind of the twist on it. So but what now that you've done that,
yeah,
what are you
that
ranking?
said, this is 10 out of 10 smoking hotties.
Woohoo!
This movie is a must see. Go buy the physical media because you need this physical media.
Yeah, once it comes out.
I cannot wait to get my hands on a commentary track for this.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I definitely would watch that 100%. All right, Nate, what about you, bud? You watched this first among all of us.
Oh man, I adore this movie. It's so goddamn good. Something we haven't even talked about is like the very first time that Demi Moore wakes up and sees, her altercations, and you don't see it, but you hear her scream, her blood curdling scream, and
every
just
time she
how
wakes up.
haunting it is.
Mhm.
I don't really care about actor trophy awards, but I do hope Demi Moore gets some recognition for this.
I
I hope she does too. Yeah,
It's such a
she's earned it.
powerful performance. Like I said, the fact that the whole car ride home was just like, but ooh, what? It's easily a 10 out of 10. This is one of the best horror movies to be made.
Yeah, it's
in recent memories.
Yeah, dude.
The fact that a movie got a wide release and has this trauma-esque ending where
It's
you get to
crazy.
see a head get decapitated and arm bust off, and it's just spraying gallons and gallons of blood on an audience as like a big FU to everything. And the pacing of it all is just like perfect because it just doesn't waste a single second.
Yeah.
And it leaves you wanting to know more about the substance. It leaves you wanting to know more about this company, because I know after all that went on to live television, those guys back at the call center are like,
we got to get the fuck out of town.
oh, this is a
Lock
PR.
it up, boys. Lock it up. Shut the game. Shut it.
Y'all
We're
watching
close.
this right now?
Because it's just like, this is going to be a PR nightmare. How are we going to explain this one? It started out with 2 eggs. I swear. It was 1
The
egg.
shareholders are going to be pissed.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, the shareholders. Won't someone please, for once in America, think about the shareholders? They're the true victims in all of this. If there's one thing that America needs to think about during the new year is shareholders.
I mean, you're walking into first quarter. First quarter, sir. We
First
can't start out
quarter.
right.
We can't afford this.
We can't do it.
We're
I'm
in
never
the
going to
red.
financially recover from this.
I was just thinking the Tiger King. Never gonna recover. This is why Anna is now the 4th host. She is already in
So-
tune with us. I don't know if that's good for her, but it's
We-
great for us.
find out.
We are one.
We are one. Very nice.
So
Very
Charlie, wrap it up for
Well
us,
done.
sir.
Yeah, famously, I do not watch current movies. I just I either wait, or if it's not like a mainstream franchise or something that I'm like, I want to, a new Freddy or a new Jason comes out. But I'm so glad that I just went, fuck it, I need to watch this, and I had this experience, and I went in as blind as I could, like Pete does with these things, and I was speechless. It's the word we're using the most is, and enamored by this film. It is my favorite horror movie, definitely of 2024, maybe of the last 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah, because there's been some good ones, like Evil Dead Rise that I did like, and
really
some
good.
other
Abigail. Abigail was good.
Abigail was really
but
good.
This one just had more meat to it,
And it was different.
Yeah,
Yeah, this has got something to it.
Yeah.
It paid homage without beating you over the head, which I love when directors can pull that off.
Yeah.
That it's not just, hey, look what we did. It's more of, oh, did they just do that?
Mhm.
Oh, those sly little devils.
Yep.
This is a 10. And I know we're a show that sometimes throws our 10s around quite a bit. I know we've had
I
some
don't
fantastic-
care about that at all.
Ours is not critical, more it's enjoyment. And my God, if this isn't an enjoyable experience that still makes your skin crawl, that's the weird thing. This is enjoyable, but there's times like Pete screams out loud and Charlie just like, I don't like it. Yeah, this is an experience.
We should. This is 11. This is an 11.
It was just
Crank
this
it to
is-
11.
All right.
Oh, this is a movie that gets under your skin.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like a chicken leg.
yeah. Everybody needs to watch this.
Ugh.
Hey, and since
Yo.
we're going into the new year too, I implore listeners to take some advice from this movie a little bit and start learning to love yourself. If you're
yes.
struggling with stuff like that, you are worthy. You're here for a reason. You are beautiful. Don't let age or peer pressure or what's in the media try to change your mind that you're any less amazing than you are. And I think that's something Elizabeth would have wished she would have realized a lot sooner.
All right, I think this is a banger way to start out the year.
Hell yeah.
This is a pretty big one. So next week it's my birthday.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because Anna came in late. I get 2. Anna gets 1. But that's okay. So next
Don't
week,
you feel welcome?
that's right. Might as well just
Enjoy.
throw her to the fire first. She's already hosted this show. She knows what she's in for.
Yes.
So yeah, next week is my pick for the action, and I was tempted to go Nate's route. That he was like, I just want this as an excuse to cover something insane and crazy, but I was like, you know what? I like my nostalgia. I like something that meant a lot to me as a kid, or that I have a really good memory of watching as a kid. So And I also realized we haven't done an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie since the Month of Action. So I'm bringing Arnold back, baby. We are covering Total Recall.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
I'm so excited.
This is going to be awesome.
God.
All the glass is going to get broken.
Is there any money in the budget to afford an appearance by Eagly for this episode?
Maybe. I'll see what.
Mark it in.
I
Right
might.
Gate.
Yeah. I mean, first quarter, I usually save up the budget to get to there.
It might be worth it though.
See if he's in town. Just call and see if he can make a quick
I'll
appearance.
see if I got like some reward points.
Okay, cash
and
in.
See if I can cash in some reward points.
Like a customer punch card.
Yeah, so I decided to go with a movie, and I'll get into it why it was so important to me as a kid. I'm sure a lot of people can guess. But yeah, we're doing Total Recall, and then I'll tell everybody what my horror pick is at the end of that episode. But it is equally fun and bombastic, and I think for once everyone's excited for the movies Charlie picked for his birthday, and not like, what the hell's Charlie bring here that we got to sit through.
Yay!
But yeah, gonna be a lot of fun, and let's see. You can check out my guest. I was everywhere in December.
Yes, you were.
I was on Flicks and Friends for their Blazing Saddles episode. We had a ton of fun there. I was on Video Villa Entertainment. Me and the B Action Boys went and did Tango and Cash. And then I went on Anna's other show that she is also a co-host on the Baron's Hideout. And I popped on over there while we covered Violent Night.
Banger.
David Harbour, Christmas.
Just watched it last night with friends, and it was such a great night.
I love that movie. And then what we did? We recorded 2 back-to-back, Anna. What are you calling the...
It's 1 week we'll do essential picks, and I think once a month we're doing it's called Tales from the Barrens, where we pick 3 short films that are kind of have the same theme going on. Like this time it was Christmas themed, so we covered Treevenge, Up on the Housetop, and Days Before Christmas.
Yes.
So and it was really fun. That was a fun episode talking about these shorts and getting to highlight filmmakers and stuff like that. It was fun.
Yeah, unlike how we did when we covered Treevenge with the Evil Deaths, that we took a 16-minute short film and talked an hour and a half or more about 16 minutes of trees killing people.
It's so good. It's
really
easy to
fun.
do that.
That's what happens when you get in there with the Ted boys.
That's it. So yeah, if you're not listening, you need to check out Flicks and Friends with our buddy Dustin, the Baron's Hideout with Dustin, and Anna, or, as I like to say, Dustin, Anna, Dustin. It's the dad show.
The dad
show.
Just like the Teds, the dads.
Anna, Dustin.
Yeah.
Dustin, Anna, Dustin. Dustin, Anna, Dustin.
Is that like the
Mario,
Dustin,
the subterranean
the
Mario
underground?
That is awesome, guys. Have you been anywhere, or are you guys just curmudgeons and you sit at home until it's time to do this show?
I've just been sitting at home watching movies.
Okay.
Good Beer Bad Movie Night did our holiday
oh my gosh,
episode. Hot Frosty
was so funny.
I will let you all know right now that next year we are not going to do another fucking Hallmark
movie.
esque movie. I was so mad at this movie.
You cracked me up, especially at the start. You were just like, even like in the introductions, you were just already ready to get it over with.
I hated. We've seen some bad Hallmark movies. This one had zero anything to it. It was terrible. And the other, so Dave's wife Donna and her friend Katie joined us, and the two of them are making references that are flying over my head. Like, who are these people?
Yeah,
I don't.
You're like, what?
Huh?
Who's that?
And they're just rattling this anyway. Go listen to Good Beer Bad Movie Night. It's out there somewhere.
Yep. All right, so check all those out, and I think is that all we got today, boys? Are we done?
Yeah,
and ladies, I need a new thing. I can't say just the boys.
Yes, that's all we got. Oh, I was on A Cut Above. They covered The Burbs. I guessed it over there. I've never seen that movie. Yeah, I'd never seen it. I honestly did not think it was going to be as funny as it was. I was laughing out loud several times. I really enjoyed it.
that is one I have fond memories of. That was
a blasty.
I love the Burbs. So, yep. All right. Well, that is our beginning of 2025. Woo! Already.
Here we are.
New year. Here we go.
Here we go.
And we
boy.
will, I guess we'll see everybody next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.